Mermaid, welcome. Happy winter solstice.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Actually, oh, I don't have a box.
No.
Mm-mm.
Because I know that there's a charger in there. So.
Does anybody in the house have an iPhone charger? You might be out of luck. Are you? My child would like to charge her phone. This is Christian, and he'll hook you up. 609-257-7256. Perfecto. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Hey,
Got it. You're awesome. Thank you.
59. We're almost ready to start. Ready, Ginger?
Mm-hmm. I'm just sending out some links.
Hi, Michael.
Yeah, I just everybody's silence. Oh,
I frightened
that
myself.
is
Great.
When you do it for real, make sure you do
Some real zing to it.
Yeah.
It's 7.
Do it.
all right.
3 cups.
Hi, Carla, and hi, Lynn.
Hey everyone.
Do it.
Thank you. I don't have any keys. There's no keys right now. There we go. Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old, meek and the bold. Ding dong, that is a song with joyful ring. All caroling, one seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. All around, raising the sound, over again, telling the day. People sing songs of the cheer. Christmas is here. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, on this and on down. Their joyful going to every home. Hark how the bells, sweet silver bells, all seem to say, throw cares away. Christmas is here, bringing good cheer to young and old. Meek and the bold, ding dong dong. It's a song with joyful ring, all caroling. One seems to hear words of good cheer from everywhere, filling the air. Oh, how they're bound, raising the sound over again, telling the tale. People sing the songs of good cheer. Christmas is here. Merry, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. No one on this and on without him. Their joyful tone to every home. Dong, dong.
Thank you, Ginger. Thank you. Thank you, everybody here, for being here today with us in unity, that oneness. It's always good to be here in person, seeing and let it be seen. I'm going to do the invocation. That's the opening prayer. Not that we invoke in the presence, but God is already here with us, in us, through us, around us, as us. It is us, manifesting Himself through each one. So I invite you, you want to, you close your eyes, bring them to a soft focus, keep them open. It's not because you close your eyes, something magical going to happen. Just going within. Spiritual awareness is a secret place of the Most Highest within us. Our conviction and faith are the mount of transfiguration. It's that deep conviction that we know and believe that the spirit of man is the spirit of God. So this day, this night, coming together in that oneness, that peace, that joy, the joy of the Lord is our strength. The peace that surpasses all human understanding is us, in us, through us. Is God, Spirit, whatever name you want to call Him. I believe He doesn't care how you call Him. Just call on Him. Call on Him. Like He said, call on me. And I will show you great things that you do not know. Put your cares upon Him, because He cares for each one of us. God is always for us, never against us. Ask, and you receive. Seek, and you will find. Knock, and the door should be open unto us. That goodness, that power, that love, the freedom, the wisdom is here right now. That light, it might be coming from the outside and coming in, but the light of God come from within and come out. Let your light shine right here and right now, for they could see the good works and that love that each one of us have. And the Father within will be glorified all the time in our life. Because we will be like that tree planted by the rivers of water, giving its fruit in the season, and the leaves shall not wither. And whatever we touch and say shall prosper. I'm so grateful and thankful for being here together, celebrating the winter solstice, celebrating the light of God in us. And with gratitude in my heart, I let it be known through the music, through the sharing, through all that we do here tonight, is God expressing Himself through each one here, because each one is the light of God. Each one is a son and daughter of God. It might not appear to it because we're looking through a dark glass, but when He does appear, we should be like Him, because we will see Him like He is, or her, or he and she, right here and right now. With gratitude, appreciation, and thanksgiving, I let my prayer go to the Lord of mine that always say yes. And once again, to say yes. So it is. Amen.
All right, thank you, Jesus. Jesus Baez, RSCP, one of the practitioners here at New Thought Philadelphia. Where else can you get Jesus doing your invocation?
Yes.
I am Breen Rourke, president of the Board of Trustees at New Thought Philadelphia. Welcome you all and folks in Zoom land to our winter solstice celebration. You can find information about us on our website at newthoughtphilly.org, and we have a meetup group, Philly Spiritual Adventures, on meetup.com. The last Sunday of this month, we're going to do a white stone ceremony. We have the white stones over here on the table. If you'd like to get one before you leave, or if you want to send us an email and we'll mail you one, you could do that too. Later on in the program, we're going to have a candle lighting service. We'll have the candles over here. We'll direct you guys when to go up and get them. Folks on Zoom, if you have a candle nearby or take a second to go get one, that's cool too. So, the solstice, we celebrate the return of the light. It marks the longest night, the shortest day. And tonight we're going to hear lots of different traditions. Some stuff from the Druids. We're going to have, you see there's a menorah up here. We've got some candles that we're going to do in a minute to acknowledge and celebrate a lot of religious traditions. And I think about, like, before there was religion and prehistoric man. And I was thinking about this the other night. We were out walking the dogs, and very clearly I could see Orion in the stars. And I think about millions of years ago, people were looking at that same constellation that we can look at now. And how man has evolved, the humankind has evolved to understand the stars and the light, and to trust that they know that the light is going to come back, and not think, oh, it keeps getting darker and darker and darker and darker. Oh, the world's going to end. But they learned about the world and their environment and trusted that the light was going to come back. And the same way they learned about what animals were safe and what were deadly, what kind of foods to eat. And I think about the early humans, and they said, oh, these mushrooms, they're really good. These mushrooms killed Bob, but these mushrooms helped us see God. So let's open ourselves up to seeing God in everywhere and everything. Like Jesus said, that one power and presence is with us everywhere. And we're going to do the lighting of the flames of faith to talk about all the religions that all come together and all have their traditions based in, I think, the ancient rites and rituals. So who's got, Sarah's going to read. Are you lighting? Right on.
So I'll read.
That means you're gonna
I'm gonna read.
catch on fire.
Yeah, not today.
That means you're,
Hello.
okay.
All right, kids.
Wait a minute, I need a little guidance here.
We're gonna light that, and then just don't light yourself on fire, and we're in good shape.
Pyro that's happening.
Left or right, doesn't matter.
This is, I started here.
Whichever you like.
All right. We perform this ceremony to acknowledge that all people and all faiths come from the one power, love, intelligence, which we call spirit or God. We honor the richness that comes from our shared diversity and bless the interwoven energy of the divine feminine and masculine. We light the first candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way. We light the second candle for the shamanic traditions, honoring the beliefs and practices of all indigenous peoples, the way of primal spirituality. We light the third candle for Hinduism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the path of knowledge, action, and devotion. Oh, I messed that up. I looked up and down. We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. My bad. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of submission to the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle for all forms of New Thought, honoring the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principles. As Dana lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light the names of anyone or any place you wish to have experienced the healing flame of God's eternal love.
Frosty wind made moan, and you lost one of your own. It's hard to mark the seasons when you spend your days alone, and the floor beneath your feet lets out. In every dying thing, love makes alchemy. And this harbinger of winter marks the race back to the line, flush of heat to soothe the hoar frost's sting. So huddle close inside the darkness, let the fire ward off the cold, and know the days grow brighter from now on. Wrap your memories tight around you, raise your cloak against the snow, and we'll find a way to muddle through somehow. Keeping vigil warm for the night we till the drowsy winter sunrise paints the trees in pink and gold. Candlelight will see us through the storm. The beating of warm hearts are like kindling in the heart on the precipice of patience. As the nighttime closes in, love will be the light in the darkest dark. So huddle close inside the darkness, let the fire ward off the cold, and know the days go brighter from now on. Wrap your memories tight around you, raise your cloak against the snow, and we'll find a way to muddle through somehow. Yes, we will find a way to muddle through somehow.
Thank you, Ginger. I'm Bill Marcione, the Spiritual Director at New Thought Philadelphia. Thank you all for being here in person and on Zoom. It is wonderful to see all y'all. Some faces we haven't seen for an awfully long time. It's delightful to have you with us again. They want me to speak louder. Nobody ever wants me to speak more. They just want me to speak louder. I can do that. It's all right. Change this. Technology. Glad we have it. So this is our annual solstice celebration. I love doing the winter solstice celebration. For a little while, we did a summer solstice celebration, but nobody cared because it's the middle of summer. So the winter solstice is an opportunity to take a look at what's been happening in the world around us. It's been getting darker. It's been getting colder. Anybody notice it's getting colder? Yes. Yeah, okay. And as Breen mentioned, we really don't want to have that continue indefinitely. And there's a certain amount of appropriation, I think, that's gone on with all of the world's religions because everybody has a celebration of light. And did the Christians take it from Hanukkah, or did somebody take it from Diwali, or what happened? And the fact of the matter is, all the celebrations of light are at about the same time of year, because it's what? dark, right. That's a good time to have a celebration of light. So with all of the appropriation going on, we have been acknowledging for years that basically it's an earth tradition because the solstice happens regardless of what religion we are, what we believe, or what our tradition is. So this year, I'm absolutely delighted to have join with us a couple of pagans. It turns out there is a grove of druids based in Philadelphia and South Jersey, and Kate Boggs is willing to come in and talk to us first person about the Oak Grove Druids and paganism and the celebration of the light, and is going to lead us in a little ceremony. Kate, come on up.
Thank you so much. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. I don't need that notebook anymore. Yes, as Bill said, I am Kate Bogg. I am the senior druid of Red Oak Grove. We're here in Philly, in South Jersey. There's a bunch of words that I'm going to throw at you because paganism is a big, complicated, huge community, and it's gorgeous and vibrant, and I'd love for you to have some context before I take you into the deep, dark depths of winter. Paganism is a very broad term to cover modern religions that are rooted in the earth and rooted in pre-Christian tradition. So you'll have pagans who care about ancient Roman gods. You have pagans who just care about their local river spirits. You have pagans who believe in like all gods being aspects of one god or a handful of gods. You'll have pagans who don't believe in any gods. It's very much a religion of interfaith conversation. But at the end of the day, we all are united by a handful of traditions, including 8 holidays for our solstices, equinoxes, and the days in between. And the rhythms of the local communities, not just it's dark, and it's cold, but also we haven't had the first hard frost yet this year in Philadelphia. And the rhythms there, the rhythms that happen when finally the sun starts to break through the ice at the in the mountains, very relationship based. We care about our relationship with each other, obviously, and with gods if we have them, but with the earth and the spirits of the earth and our ancestors. Pagans may disagree on why we're doing something, but we do all talk to our dead, and we do all we all look at the moon and go, oh, she's pretty tonight. Our celebrations are also rituals. We're marking the passages of time. We are also making magic and enacting change in our life. Because we very much believe that through our relationships and through our own power, we can take some control back from a very scary world. We will light a candle for all of those who need healing and invite the spirits of God and whatever we're talking to heal our loved ones. We will cast spells to get ourselves jobs because pagans have to eat. And our relationship with our gods and with our spirits is such that they know we have to eat too. Very practical. For solstice specifically, we are, as Bill and Breen both wisely pointed out, we're recognizing this time where the sun has gone away and we've been feeling it. Nowadays, we talk about seasonal affective disorder and the importance of the sun in keeping some of us healthy and balanced. And we know that our ancestors noticed that the sun goes away and it gets colder, and it's going to only get colder. And we know that our ancestors knew that we would have tomorrow and there would be sunlight eventually. Nothing is permanent. We don't know exactly how some of our ancestors worshipped. We do have The druid, like the Celtic druids of the Iron Age, didn't write a lot down, but we can interpret what stories we do have from them, and we can interpret some of the archaeological evidence we have to kind of extrapolate what those people were doing. And of course, the Romans and the Norse happily wrote everything down for us. We can tell what they cared about. So we try to reconstruct and revive a lot of those practices. You'll see modern pagans pulling out Yule logs, which come from old Germanic traditions. You'll see us pulling out Yule trees, which we're taking back from Christians. And you'll see us, if we are lucky enough to be where there are notable sites like Stonehenge and Newgrange, we'll gather there and watch for Stonehenge, the sun line up at the summer solstice, and in Newgrange, the building line up with the winter solstice. We've also created a bunch of new traditions and new myths. The two big ones that you'll see all the time are that of the Holly and Oak King, where two brothers fight over control of the earth. And the Oak King symbolizes summer and growth and the light, and the Holly King represents the winter and the dark and the cold. And on each solstice, they battle it out, they duke it. Sometimes in our rituals, we'll have two people actually fight. It's very fun, it's very dramatic. And at the winter solstice, our wonderful Oak King wins, and he takes control and guides us through the next half of the year. At the summer solstice, the Holly King wins and takes us into times of rest. The other big myth that we use is, or the other big metaphor we use, is the sun literally dying and being reborn from the earth or from the night. But the thread that connects these myths for me is, like I said, the hope and the knowledge that tomorrow we will have more again. We will have the sun again. Days will get brighter and warmer, and our troubles will eventually pass. So, Red Oak Grove, within the big pagan umbrella, we are Druids, and then specifically within there, we are Welsh-based, and we talk about the gods from the Mabinogi, which is this Welsh epic poem, not poem, books. And we talk about Old Welsh folk traditions like the Mari Lwyd. If you've ever seen Facebook memes about the skeleton horse who raps, that's the Welsh, that's the Mari Lwyd. I should have brought her in. And our specific story or our specific ritual for solstice is dramatic and fun. So I'm going to move back towards the candles if I can. This one also on. So we gather in a cabin in the middle of Jersey, somewhere in the Pine Barrens. And at sunset, we symbolically steal the last rays of light. We use those to light 8 candles. These 8 candles are the only ones we have for the rest of the night. We turn off all the lights. I go into the fridge and I unscrew the little light bulb there. If you have to go to the bathroom, you have to take one of the candles to the bathroom with you and leave everybody a little bit darker. And we start our vigil. Our goal is to stay up the entire night, in part because fire safety, we don't want to leave these candles unattended, but so that we know for a fact that the sun will come back. We're making sure of it. We're tending these lights. And then every hour on the hour, as we are looking at, as we're making merry and we are feasting and we are playing games, we lose a candle because we are losing the year. These 8 candles represent the 8 holidays we have and the strength of the sun as over time it inevitably wanes. It gets really dramatic around this point. This is going to be 8 or 9 p.m. when we're down to 3 candles. At 10, it's tough. You really got to be careful when cooking at 10 p.m. with exactly 2 candles for the entire cabin. And 11, that's half of your light gone. It's a dramatic moment seeing how long and how empty the outside night looks. And at midnight, we extinguish the final candle. And we feel how scared our very, very early ancestors must have felt. We feel connected to them in a way that I don't feel connected to them any other time. It feels a little scary. But also at midnight, a miracle happens and we get some light back. And from then on, every hour on the hour, sun comes back. We can see again. And it's going to take its time. 4 in the morning is extremely dark, even if you have some candles. But you can feel the anticipation and you can feel almost the breaking of hope, like hope breaking your heart open. Come on, there we go. And the joy of being able to move around and see each other's faces. I don't always make it all the way through the night. Sometimes other people have to keep watch for me. But we make sure that we help the sun return so that by dawn, and it truly is darkest just before dawn. It sounds trite, but the difference between dawn this year was 7:17, I think. And the difference between 6:45 and 7:17 is astounding. But at 7:17, we leave the cabin, we take all of our candles out, and we watch for the sun to come up over the trees. And then we've done it. We've survived. We toast the sun with champagne and mimosas and just straight orange juice for the children. But we've done it. We've made it through another year. The sun has made it through the longest night, and everything after this will be easier, and doable. Happy solstice, everyone. Thank you for joining me on this lovely little trip.
That was really special. Thank you. This is a pagan winter solstice chant. Children of the earth, We have come to sing to each other, sister, brother, songs of our mother earth. Children of the earth, autumn summer's birth, bear witness to winter's birth. Children of the earth, can you feel the coldness, darkness, and sleep covers mother earth? Children of the earth, we have come to sit in the darkness, breathe in the silence of our mother earth. Children of the earth, we have come to sing to each other, sister, to songs of the mother. Children of the autumn, summer, spring, and spring, then we blind and bear witness to winter's birth. Children of the can you feel the air getting colder, starting to six older, sleep covers mother earth. Children of the earth, we have come to sit in the darkness, sleep of our mother earth.
You do again, Ginger. I can multitask. Look at me. 9 candles in the flames of faith, and each one of them has some sort of a festival of light, a celebration, and a whole rich tradition about that. So this evening, Dina is going to light the menorah for us.
Under King Antiochus, the practice of Judaism was completely abolished. He forbade the Jews from celebrating Shabbat, observing festivals, reading or studying Torah, but perhaps the worst of all, forbade Jewish worship in the temple, turning the holy temple into a place that became very unholy, putting up idols and altars to Greek gods inside. Many Jews were afraid for their lives, so they felt forced to follow the king's orders. But one group of brave souls decided that they would not submit to the king. They would not worship foreign gods or give up their Jewish way of life. This group was called the Maccabees, and they were determined to take back their temple and defend their religious freedom. The Maccabees successfully took back the temple. The word Hanukkah means dedication and comes from the moment when the temple was triumphantly returned to the Jewish people. When the Maccabees walked into the temple, they found only enough oil to light the menorah for one day. But miraculously, that small amount of oil lasted for 8 days. Today, our celebration of Hanukkah lasts 8 days in honor of all the miracles that occurred. With every Hanukkah light, we remember that the most important message of all is that we must always work to find the light in the darkness and keep the light of religious freedom burning for all people and all time. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvosav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Hanukkah. Thank you, beautiful chorus.
Christ was not Jesus' last name. It's Christos. It is about the light, that bright light, that divine light that shone through and as him. And his message was a message of love, reminding us that that same light shines through each of us. So it's possible that the traditions have become a little bit commercialized. I mean, lighting the menorah and singing Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer don't seem to be on the same path, but it's all about the same thing. And it's not coincidental that it's this time of year that the Festival of Lights, that celebration of the divine Christ light, is taking place. So as you're driving around looking at people's houses lit up, you know why people light their houses up this time of year? Because it's dark. You can do it in the summertime, but nobody sees it until 11. So as you're just encountering life, as you're walking through Center City and seeing the Christmas market, celebrate and know that that is that divine light shining in a special way, in the same way that you do, and celebrate that for yourself as well. Ginger.
So this is a collective if everybody would like to sing Silent Night with me to recognize the Christ consciousness. When I do Amazing Grace, I like to integrate an Om chant before and in between the verses, just to kind of center ourselves in that light. So if you want to Om with me, we'll do deep breath in through your root chakra. And when you Om, you're going to breathe out through your crown. Shine night, holy night, all sky, all is bright round young virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep. Sleep in heavenly peace. And now we're gonna Om again. Deep breath. Om. Om. Silent night, holy night, she's great. Sweet from heaven afar, let me home sing hallelujah. The Savior is born. Christ the Savior is born. Silent night, holy night, God loves pure light, radiant beams from thy holy face. With the dawn of redeeming grace, Jesus, Lord, at thy birth, Jesus, Lord, at thy birth. Deep breath. Silent night, holy night, all is calm and all is bright round yon virgin mother and child. Holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Deep breath. One last time. Thank you for singing with me.
Beautiful, Ginger. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So we had this pandemic, and some stuff got more difficult, but a couple of things got easier. So our friend Jonathan Adams, the Sonic Yogi, is in Atlanta, and he is absolutely spectacular at doing this wonderful chakra meditation. And he didn't have to come to Philadelphia because he's in Atlanta, and he's going to lead us in a chakra meditation now. And I would tell you what he's going to do, but he's really good at it, so he's going to tell you what he's going to do. John?
All right, thank you, Bill. Thank you, everyone. It's a pleasure to be with you. So I'm going to guide us on this meditation through the chakras, and the chakras are our energy system. And that energy moves from gross or dense vibration to subtle. And so as we move through the colors of the chakras, the sounds of the chakras, the vibration becomes gradually more subtle. And we could look at all of our spiritual practices as helping us tune our awareness to subtle vibration. So feel free to close your eyes. I'm going to guide you through each of the chakras, and also with an affirmation at the end of each, which you can feel free to just repeat in your mind to yourself. So let's begin by finding a comfortable seated position. And we will focus on the chakras and their representative sounds. I'll I'll play the Tibetan bowl that corresponds to each chakra, and then share the affirmation for each chakra. So relax into these sounds and focus on the energies in each of these areas of the body. We'll start with the root chakra. Focus on the area at the base of the spine. Feel the energy in this area. To be rooted is our right to be. To be grounded is the solidification of insight. The embodiment of concepts in a grounded form. You are worthy to simply be. You are worthy to bring things into being. The affirmation: I choose calm and focused action, inspired by the intention to love. I choose love, not fear, in every moment. I am safe here, and my needs are met. Sacral chakra. Focus in the area of the pelvis and sexual glands. Feel your energy in this area. Let go of guilt, shame, repression. You are free to express yourself in love. It is these loving energies that create life. This is a divine celebration of love. All morality is self-respect. The affirmation: I am open to giving and receiving life-giving and life-creating pleasures based in selfless love. Solar plexus. Focus in the area of the gut. Feel your energy in this area. When is your will tested? It is not personal will, but the will of life, the creative spirit of life that guides right action. You do not have to exert stress. You do not have to force achievement. Simply take action with the intention of love, and all striving and stress will cease. Feel this energy of right intent. The affirmation: my will to act is powered by my intention to love. The universe offers no obstacles to an intention of love, only direction. heart chakra. Focus your attention in the center of the chest, in this area of heart energy. Open your heart. Let down the walls of criticism, judgment, unforgiveness, anger. Release your defenses. Forgive yourself and love yourself in spite of your perceived imperfections. Forgive others and love others as they are. We are worthy to simply give love and receive love. Accept yourself as you are, so that you can accept others as they are. Feel the openness. Feel the burden you are letting go. It's okay to love without judgment. It's okay to love without conditions. Be the love that you seek. The affirmation: I release my defenses. I open my heart to the world. Throat chakra. Focus your attention in the area of the throat. Feel the energy in this area. Are you able to speak your truth? Are you able to speak your intention with clarity? Speak your intention with clarity. There is no barrier to the truth. Express what is okay with you and what is not. Speak new circumstances, healthy relationships, and healthy boundaries into being. This is your power. The affirmation: I speak my truth in clarity and love. Third eye chakra. Focus your energy in the area between the eyebrows. This is where intuition flows. This is the third eye, the truth beyond perception. See the truth. It's okay to see the truth. You can let go of the armor that has led to self-deception. You can see yourself in clarity and forgiveness. Your willingness to see yourself clearly will allow you to see others and the outside world more clearly. This will allow others to see you clearly too. The present moment is the place of clarity and authenticity. Know yourself. In the affirmation: by letting go of my agenda and the concerns of my personal identity and ego. I see the truth of love clearly in this present moment. Crown chakra. Focus your energy in the ring around the top of your head. The divine energy of life flows into your being from this space. There is no future or past in this flow, only pure awareness. This is your connection to the present moment, love, and divine presence. The I Am is love. Feel your connection to the divine beyond identity in this I Am. The I Am is the way. The I Am is life. The I Am is infinite. In the affirmation, I am infinitely connected to the spirit of love. The life-giving force of love is present in all things. The I Am is love. Thank you for your practice today. Namaste, everyone.
Makes it circle round once more. With that balancing of the chakras, we'll use the solstice to meditate on what we want to bring into the new year. This is the solstice, the still point of the sun, its cusp and midnight, the year's threshold and unlocking, where the past lets go of and becomes the future, the place of caught breath, the door of a vanished house left ajar. The physical world is letting go of the darkness and allowing the light to grow. What do we want to bring into our own world to grow? What do we need to release as the darkness is released? What can we open to that will be better? We can take these questions into meditation. Take a couple of slow, deep breaths. We'll do 3. Breathe in. Hold it at the top. And release. One more deep breath. Hold it in, bring it in. Hold it at the top and release. One last breath. In, hold, and release. We'll set intentions and then get a candle to represent those intentions. We can ask to be surrounded and filled and illuminated with divine white light to cleanse and purify our energy, to lift our vibration so that we can embody our true spirits, our true divine potential. So let's take that into silence.
We've had the opportunity to go within, set an intention. A light that's growing within, illuminating some new experience we desire. Some new experience of good, of spirit, love, of prosperity, of health, of wholeness, of our presence in this world. When you're ready, I invite you to take a candle from the table here. Walk up behind the Christmas tree. Light from the healing candle or one of the flames. And then come down here carefully between the monitors, back to your seat. The candle will signify your intention. There's no magic. It's just a symbol.
Light is returning. Light is returning now. Light is returning, even though this is the darkest hour. Back the dawn. Let's keep it burning. Let's keep the flame of hope alive. Make safe our journey through the storm. One planet is turning, circle on her path around the sun. Earth Mother is calling her children home, calling her children home, calling her children home, calling her children home, calling her children home. Light is returning, even though this is the darkest hour. No one can hold back the dawn. Let's keep it burning. Let's keep the flame of hope alive. Make safe our journey through the storm. One planet is turning, circle on her path around the sun. Earth Mother is calling her children home, calling her children home, calling her children home, calling her children home, calling her children home. Light is returning, even though this is the darkest hour. No one can hold back the dawn. Let's keep it burning. Let's keep the flame of hope alive. Make safe our journey through the storm. One planet is turning, circle on her path around the sun. Earth Mother is calling her children home, calling her children home, calling her children home, calling her children home, calling her children home.
We're not applauding because we've got our hands full of candles. But you know what we meant. Yeah, snap, snap, snap. So there's an invitation. There's an invitation for something brand new. Something brand new as you coming into the world, a gift. It's not a gift that you're going to unwrap, somebody gives to you. It's something that you get to be. Some new experience that gets to unfold in your life. And our job in accepting these gifts and allowing the light to shine is to understand that it's not somebody out there giving us something. Maybe there's a step for us to take. Maybe there's something for us to do. Maybe there's an activity or an attitude that we get to engage in that's somehow different. Take a moment in silence and just understand what might be yours to do, to offer, to bring, to share. And so now we let these gifts loose into the world. Together we're going to blow out our candles and let that light go out into the world to serve others in a way that is helpful and uplifting for everyone involved. Ready, set, go. Practical prayer is a way of taking these intentions, these new ideas, and anchoring them, not to ask for some power outside of ourselves to do something, but to know that that divine power is within and it's already working. And Jesus is going to do a prayer of activation for all of us now.
Well, once again, I'm here, surprise to myself. So, yeah, let's take this moment to activate our gifts. Everybody that's here, not only in this room, but all around the world, have a purpose. And everybody has gifts to share. All should want to be here. You are the gift of life. You are the giver and the gift. It's one and the same. It's nowhere where one start and another one finish. You don't have to touch your heart, but touch it with your soul. Touch it with your mind. Touch it with all your being. The way it says it in scriptures, in my own words. Hear all the world. The Lord thy God is one. And we will love him with all our heart, all our strength, and all our might. That gift that I have, that each one here have, is not to hold on to it. It's like water. You cannot hold on to water. Let it go. Like Rev Bill said, let it go to the world. Like I said it in the opening prayer, being that tree planted. We are that tree planted in this world, that whatever we say, whatever we touch, it's going to prosper. Activate that intuition that is within. It comes through cultivation. We water it. Water it with prayer. We let that sun shine with meditation. And it grows with love. Whatever we do it with love, kindness, joy, with peace, with wisdom. I always say, intelligence without wisdom brings chaos. It's a balance of life. Brings joy to you, to your family, to your friends, to those around you, and those far away from you. The activation, we did it with the intention. We press the button, it says on, and on and on. It's our journey. There's no end. It's like the Alpha and the Omega. No beginning and no end. That's who we are. Share that love. Share that wisdom. Share that love and kindness. Wherever we go. That's our prayer. And this evening. In this prayer, we let it go to the creative medium, the law of mind, the one that says in the beginning, let it be light, and it was light. And once again, that light is shining. It's a light in us that I always say also, you could desecrate it, but you cannot eliminate it. It's the Buddha nature, the Christ nature, in each one of us. Open our hearts, open our mind, and let it flow to eternity and beyond. And so it is. Amen.
I'm going to ask if Jesus and Kathy and Jane could collect up the candles. Everybody just pass them to the right. Right would be this direction. Thank you. And we'll gather those up. I love when we go through a process like this to ask you guys what's come up for you. So we're planting some seeds, and hopefully something has germinated. And if there's something that you'd like to give voice to, come on up and we can do that. If you're on Zoom and you want to do that, you can wave your digital hand, and we can let you share remotely. It's, we call it the wisdom share. So is there something new that you know now that you didn't know before that you'd like to share with the group? I'm told we can't guarantee a safe space even if we want to. So this is a brave space.
We call that a revelation.
And not right yet is a perfectly good answer because we have... Hannah's on Zoom. Go ahead and unmute, Hannah.
Hey, everybody. So I was just feeling very connected to the idea of love without judgment and how I can apply that in my life moving forward. So I really appreciate that.
Thank you. Nice. Just out of curiosity, Hannah, what's the temperature there? I'm teasing you guys, by the way.
I'm checking. 58.
58? Oh my gosh, it's cold in New Orleans today. Anybody else? Michael, come on up. It's good to see you, by the way. You don't have to wait until like an annual event. You can come by between years. Give me a hug.
What's up, everybody? The revelation or the reflection I felt like sharing today has actually been a year in process in a way.
Oh, so it's last year.
It's last year's that has manifested, and there's a nod to what hopefully will be next year. And then we'll see you again, hopefully in less than a year, but in a year, and we can decide if it worked even more. Last winter solstice, it was very dark, but it was very dark. It was very dark for everyone, but it was very dark for me. I went through the end of a 6-year relationship with someone that I thought could be potentially my forever person, and it wasn't my intention to end that relationship. And so that was really tough. It was so tough, especially because I thought that at that point in my life, that person was the best thing in my life, and that person, she was the best thing. And when you lose the best thing in your life, you question what is the point of life. And at that moment, at that time, it had only been about a month or so when I was able to return here for the winter solstice, and I wondered what the revelation and the coming of light would be. And I didn't know, because you're in the dark. You can't see the light. But you can believe it. You can believe in it. You can have faith. And the story of where I am now is so much different than it was then. And a number of things have happened since then. One, I started seeking, and I found a yoga practice, a teacher of mine, a former friend of mine, and I reached out to her. And eventually that became, it was actually over Zoom. It became a discussion, a conversation about Kundalini, about energy, actually, at first. And finding that, the root chakra meditation was particularly salient. But that practice, along with a reconnection with a friend of mine who I knew as a kid through rowing and a fitness practice with him, and over the weeks and months from last January until now, what I realized was that all the things that I was seeking were really a switch in energy. And it was a switch in the light that was always within me. So now I'm healthier than I've ever been. I have just as many, if not more, loving relationships, both romantic and platonic, than I ever have. I am more confident. I have a new job and a new purpose. That was also in question a year ago. And nothing necessarily about these external circumstances in my life changed. It was purely a focus on the internal light that was within me to take, and the faith that it was still there, and the practice daily to let it slowly reemerge. And now, what was last year was my intention was to somehow get out of this deep, dark hole and cave. Now it feels like I'm at the precipice of what could be standing in my light and my purpose, which I didn't even know what that was a year ago. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of other details, but I won't bore you all with that. But yeah, so that's where I am, and I appreciate this moment in time from last year till now to be a wonderful point to reflect on that. And I am grateful to everyone in this room, particularly folks who have known for a long time, that have given me the tools to know that, I'll end with this, to know that, and this is something I learned through my yoga practice as a affirmation and intention, that my body is my safe place. That no matter what is going on around you, if you can cultivate that, the rest just follows suit. It sounds simple, but it sounds hard, and it's weird, but it can be that easy. So that's my story. Thanks, y'all.
So to summarize, it gets better. And when it seems dark, that's when you can see the lights. And talk about time unfolding. I remember when Michael was pining to be old enough to get into my teen group. So we've known each other for a while. And bless you on your path. And the rest of you. Let's just take a moment and drink that in. The transformation that is possible. Breen?
Thank you. All right. Offering. Yay. New Thought Philadelphia is all about spreading the love. The gift you share with us helps fund our work in the world. We have a basket that's going to go around the room. You can also donate virtually, credit card, Zelle, PayPal, all the things on New Thought Philadelphia or newthoughtphilly.org. And we have an offering affirmation It's going to be up on the screen, I believe, at some point. Okay, well, most of us know it, so we'll just say it together. I live in an abundant universe. I am one with the infinite source of all good. I am a center of conscious prosperity. I enjoy the richness of life. I bless my gift. I share my gift with gratitude and joy. I know that as I give, I do receive, and so it is.
All right. So we did this last year, and it's a little silly, but it's fun. We're gonna sing This Little Light of Mine, and that's just really limited, right? Like this little light of mine. It's very limiting. So we're gonna make the light grow as the song goes. So we're gonna go from this little light of mine to this great big light of mine, this brilliant light of mine, this radiant light of mine, this infinite light of mine. I'll call the words and we'll try to work out the syllables as we go. It's always a lot of fun. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Great big light. This great big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This great big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Got some harp in here. This great big light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Radiant. This radiant light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This radiant light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This radiant light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Why don't you come up here? Come on. Oh, you want to stay there? We're going to go with infinite. This infinite light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This infinite light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. This infinite light of mine, I'm going to let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Let it shine. Ooh. Thanks for playing with me. It's so impromptu and perfect.
Thank you all so much for coming. What a wonderful time to celebrate with you, the middle of the holiday season. Well, some people think it's just about the finish line of the holiday season, but your mileage may vary. Let us join together in claiming our new wonderful experience. Go ahead and stand up if you will. People on Zoom, you can unmute if you'd like to and repeat after me. I am a bright light.
I am a bright light.
My light is shining bright.
My light is shining bright.
I am love.
I
am power.
I
am joy. And I am present right here and now.
And I am present right here and now.
Let my light shine. And so it is.
And so it is.
I am told we have refreshments for anybody who would like to stick around for them.